not a sign in my yard, not a cause that I join, not a phrase on a coin. It's the change in my heart. Mercy and grace and compassion, they're only words without action. I need hands that are open, reaching out to broken hearts, 'cause that's the only way this world will ever know who you are. Love is the evidence. Love is the evidence. Might be the pain that you share, might be the time that you spend, or the war you don't fight, backing down from your pride. After all, in the end, mercy and grace and compassion, they're only words without action. I need hands that are open, reaching out to broken hearts, 'cause that's the only way this world will ever know who you are. Love is the evidence. Love is the evidence. My life wasn't changed by an argument. It never would have been enough. My life was changed by the evidence of love.
The laundromat, of course, someone asked me would I be willing to do it, and I said sure. You want to help the community as much as possible, and it did my heart good to see such a little thing for somebody to come in there and maybe not have enough to wash their clothes or to dry their clothes. And that's what we tried to do as a church, was help those people in need. And so it doubly helped me, because I have Parkinson's and central tremors, and to see those people, some of them, I just feel very blessed myself. And I hope that we can do it again, and hope that I can help.
The church came over here to be at the laundromat, and they came, they were doing that morning. When I came in that afternoon to work that evening shift, what it was is that I wasn't feeling well, but as soon as I walked through the door, I had forgot that they was coming. But as soon as I walked through that door, I had a tingle all through my body. And I looked to my right and I said, that was nobody but God that did that. And I loved it, and so many people came around, and they just prayed for people. They helped a lot of people. They made me feel good to be here to help them, to help others. And everyone just came up to me, and I felt like I just knew them for a long time. And the people that came in to do their laundry, they was all happy, all smiles, all loving. It was a great turnout here.
Well, basically, Faye Brown contacted the chief. Chief Walker, of course, called me, said, hey, will you mind helping set this up? Talked with Miss Faye. She explained to me what the church is wanting to do with our officers and our officers' families. I said, yeah, that'd be wonderful. And of course, bringing in officers and them being receptive to it was a little difficult, because of course, like I said, officers aren't always receptive to people coming into their personal space. Dealing a work aspect, one thing, but personal space is different. And we contacted the officers. Officers chose if they wanted to participate or not. And we had a good little group that chose to participate, and it was absolutely amazing. I had officers come to me that were just so thankful for what the different families did for them. They really enjoyed it. They enjoyed talking with them. Of course, when Ms. Bearden and her class came to my house, my kids were really excited. My son is 3 years old, and he saw all the food, and he was just amazed. He was like, wow, And it was funny because the next day, my wife, she asked him, well, what do you want to eat, buddy? And he said, I want all that food. where'd all that food go? But we even participated in the family night where we dropped our kids off at the Family Life Center behind the church, and we got to go out, and we actually wound up going shopping, which is a wonderful date night for mainly my wife, but that's okay. But the kids had a great time. My daughter, she was a little nervous, but she had a great time. My son enjoyed it. It was really a blessing. We enjoyed every aspect of it, and it was just great to see that people in the community still respect us and what we do, and were willing to reach out to us and take their time and their money to do something nice for us, which all of us thoroughly enjoyed it.
Well, for part of Love Ozark Week, besides working with Make a Difference Day, we were able to adopt a police family and take a meal. And it was not just a matter of taking a meal, dropping it off, and saying thank you for your service. We had a good visit. I even got a tour of a world-class recording studio that I didn't even know existed in Ozark, and got to meet his wife, Trina, and his new baby, Jay. And some of the things I remember about the tour was a big picture he had of Louis Armstrong, and I've always been a jazz fan, but I couldn't talk him out of that picture. But I was very impressed with the Performing Arts Center, and we had a nice long visit. I think he was truly impressed that we would, as a church, would do this kind of thing for a police family.
The ministry extended also to Dothan, and that Trina is a Dothan City police officer. So who knows what that could lead to later on.
Operation Christmas Child has been a part of our family for the last several years. My children love this time of year where they get to shop for a particular child. They run down the aisles in the store and compare the different things they get and pick out items that they think would be special to these boys and girls. They not only pick out toys, but they pick out also necessities that we take for granted that we have. They realize that they are making a difference in these children's lives, and this is missions for them to get involved in at Christmas time. There's so many children around the world that aren't as blessed as they are, and just these little simple items, these children across the world are just overjoyed to get to open up these gifts on Christmas. One of my favorite probably memories would be a few weeks ago in the fellowship hall when our church came together and packed shoeboxes. The tables were just full of toys and items that these kids would love. And the kids all grabbed boxes and hovered around the tables and packed their boxes full as they could with different items, and the excitement. You know, my own children were just ecstatic. It's almost like Christmas morning again. But we all stopped and we all prayed over these boxes, put our hands on the boxes and prayed for the children that would open these boxes, and we prayed for their spiritual life and that they would come to know Jesus Christ. And Operation Christmas Child is just so much more than just a box that they receive, but they get to have a little bit of that love of Christ that's in that box. We feel very blessed as a family and as a church to get to put our time and effort into these boxes so that children all across the world can just have a little bit of love this Christmas.